Hello and welcome to December's Christmas specials. Yes, we are going to be talking about, well, the unquite dead. So, yes. It's not exactly a Christmas special. It's more of a main series one story. It's set in 1889, I think. Could be wrong. Yes, it's a Christmas story featuring Christopher Eccleston and Billy Piper as Rose Tyler and the Doctor. And yes, as I said, it's set during Christmas. They basically they go on a trip to see a Christmas with each other. He takes us to the past, and they end up in Cardiff, where Charles Dickens is, well, reading a story that he wrote from the Christmas Carol, and these two people that live in the what is it called? A mortuary, is it? Where dead people go. And the dead come alive because there's these gas creatures, and they basically come alive. There's a picture there, as you might see. Sorry, turn the volume down there. Here's one of the gas. Well, that's the gas creature there. There's the Gelf inside the body, as I know. Charles Dickens. I don't know where the hell the remote just gone. Let's go. You got Chris, Billy. It's a good story. It would have been nice if they would have included this story in the new Christmas special box set that came out last year, or was it this year? I don't know when it came out. Actually, I think it came out this year because it's got River's last story with the Doctor in it. So yes, basically they want to take over the world as usual, and Charles Dickens actually comes to the rescue and helps the Doctor and Rose get out. It's a fantastic story set during Christmas. It's got a good Christmas feel to it. As you see, they've got snow, you've got horses, you've got people singing Christmas carols in the background when Rose and the Doctor are walking through the streets. And he's basically, like I said, he's on stage talking away. She's there, and he points to her and goes, "Good Lord," or something like that. It looks exactly like that. Then basically she turns out to be a ghost, and her face and everything is just shining in the middle of this crowd of people sitting down. They're all screaming to get out of the building. He thinks it's a conjuring trick. He's fooled with it. The Doctor and Rose run in, ask where it came from. Charles says the wag reveals himself. Rose then runs over to this woman because she thinks she's still alive, and that the two people that came in the hearse have killed her, done something to her. And then she gets taken away. While this is happening, the Doctor is still in there, wondering what the hell's going on with the Gelf, and notices Rose is gone, so he goes outside, runs up to the coach, or the hearse, or whatever you want to call it, and there's a chase going on. They get in the coach, Charles Dickens' coach. The Doctor at this moment doesn't know that he is Charles Dickens, so he's just an ordinary man to him, until the guy on the coach says, "Do you want me to get rid of him, Mr. Dickens?" And he's like, "What? Dickens? the Charles Dickens? And he says, yes, I am Charles Dickens. And he goes, I've read them all, Great Expectations, whatever you want to call them. And they're basically having a chat conversation. Dickens asks what's going on, why are they chasing a hearse? The doctor says there's a 19-year-old girl there in danger, I'm supposed to be looking after her. They say, well, Charles Dickens says, well, what we talk blabbering on about when there's someone in danger? Be swift to chase us on. And, alright, Charlie. No one calls me Charlie. The ladies do. How do you know? I'm your number one fan. That's the best scene of the story. As you can see, I've watched it so many times. I know what's going on. I know what's being said sometimes. I just get confused around. Anyway, yes, they end up at this place. Rose is in a coffin. There's 2 dead people next to her. They wake up. Dickens knocks on the door, asks what the hell's going on. You can't come in, but he puts his foot in the way of the door. And Gwynedd, the woman that's basically from Torchwood, has to let him in because, well, basically. Anyway, yes, storyline is fantastic. The storyline is superb. I'm not sure who wrote it. I haven't looked at the people that wrote this one, but it's a Christmas story and a half. Charles Dickens saves the day because the Doctor and Rose are in a dungeon in the cellar, and the Gelth are trying to get at them. And he's saying to Rose, I've seen the fall of Troy, World War III, and now I'm going to die in a dungeon. And basically, Dickens, I'm confusing myself now. Actually, hang on a minute. Yeah, hang on. Confusing myself again now. Anyway, yes, coming back to that. He basically turns down the gas, which I'm giving away the bloody spoilers here, but he turns, if you haven't seen it yourself, but he turns down the gas, and the Gelth are failing, or whatever they want to say, and they've gone, they've just disappeared. So yes, Mr. Dickens saves the day. So yes, this is the first part and review of the Doctor Who Christmas specials. Like I said, I have included this because it's a Christmas story. So it's Doctor Who at Christmas, and it's set during Christmas, so it's got to be in the Christmas specials lineup, hasn't it? There is no Christmas special with Chris, unless you want to count the end of the invasion, Christmas invasion, which I wouldn't. Anyway, yeah, storyline's fantastic, acting's superb. They do a fantastic job. The actors are moderate, I would say. There's quite a few funny scenes in there. There's some boring scenes as well where they just blab on sometimes, but there's some great pointers to it. And yes, like I said, the best Christmas story going. First Christmas story we saw for Doctor Who, because he didn't really have a Christmas story in the classic run. You got a Christmas story with the movie, because it was set in New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. They're doing that thing with the clock. But yes, Christmas story this is, and it's the first Christmas story we saw until the Christmas special in 2005, 2006, and then they just carried on to the latest one. So yes, this is the first review of many. Hope you've enjoyed this, and see you again in my next review. Bye bye.